Hey guys, this is Arjan with Blockchain Wizard again here on a on a Saturday at 8 this evening. I want to do a little bit of a technical analysis on XRP or Ripple. Getting into it, let's just look at this one-day chart here for Ripple. If we look at this history, um, I don't have very bullish sentiments for Ripple. Um, that might change just because this is cryptocurrency and things change quite rapidly. But looking at the trend analysis of how this coin has been behaving, this is my finding. If we look at this one-day chart, we see this timeline. I want you to look at this chart right here, where um, see something very similar in the graph. With this here, I see this is starting from June 20th. If we look at this from June 20th all the way, for 21 days, we see a 42% decrease. I think we're seeing something very similar here again on April 20th all the way to till the, till the 11th. Um, there was a significant price drop. Here we see a 30% price drop recently. Before we saw a 42% price drop. Then we saw another 82% price drop. And it went on, there was a bearish trend for about 149 days, 150 days. After which we saw a hike, we saw a large volume, a lot of buyers, and we saw about 1,821% gain within a month. So obviously there are a lot of institutional investors coming in, because for a coin to have 1,821% gain within 27 days is quite remarkable. That being said, I'm sure there were a lot of buyer sentiments, a lot of bullish sentiment toward XRP. But then we saw a consolidation of the coin as we moved along. And as I mentioned before, we're seeing a significant change of about 30% for 21 days, very similar to what we saw before earlier in the year. This is in July of 2017, July 20th. So if we look at the trend, I think XRP is going to go further down. It's showing some bearish signals. I tried to look at the MACD, and I looked at the RSI, and everything looks fine. It kind of looks like it's been oversold. But then we have had similar RSIs before, that went below 30, and we still saw the price drop because there were still a lot of sellers. So I think there's still more selling to be done. I think selling hasn't completed yet. I think there are more people holding on to it. So I from a optimistic view, I see this coin jumping off of around 46 cents or 46,800 satoshis. But realistically, I think this coin is going to go even further down, up to 19,000, about 19 cents approximately, or 19,000 satoshis, before it sees another huge pump just like this that we saw on December 7th. So from that timeline, I'm almost looking at October timeline, which is October 7th. October 7th, we should see a huge pump. I could obviously be wrong, but I think that's where Ripple is going. Unfortunately, it looks quite bearish. I don't think this coin has really found support yet. We have yet to see, obviously. Very optimistically, I have drawn a green line here. I think 48,000 satoshis, or about 48 cents, I think is probable, um, but I think this is more realistic. So, hate to break it to you guys, but that's my thought on this coin. However, I can be wrong, and this could just bounce off and have a similar rally of about maybe not 1,821%, but we could clearly see a lot of gain here. But I think that's somewhat unlikely. So that's my real quick review on Ripple. I know there are a lot of technical analysts who do a lot of technical stuff and are very bullish on this, but unfortunately for me, I think this is bearish. So hope this helps. Um, if you want to put buy orders, I don't know, maybe at 75,000 satoshis. If not, some at 47,000 satoshis, but most likely around 17 to 18,000 satoshis. That's how I would look at this. So let me know what you guys think. I know it's very bearish, but that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks. Take care, guys.